When I think of who I am, I have to go kind of far back. I was 16, I moved out of my parents' house because of physical abuse. So when I had a daughter and met my husband, I thought, this is now my family and I don't have to worry about the past anymore. And I just clung to that. And we had such a good life and a happy life. And at the time, we were just socially drinking with friends and we just had a really good life. But then my husband and I started to drift apart, and we had decided things weren't going well. And then I found out I was pregnant, and we had a baby born at 23 weeks gestation. And for like 5 years, it was like we just put what was going to happen on hold and had our son, and we cared for him. It was like as soon as our son was well, my ex and I had to face what was going on. And so we separated and I fell apart. Just having my daughter and my husband and now my son, and then I didn't have to be alone anymore, to feel everything from my childhood. And so when I lost that, I just lost everything and all my self-worth. And I went from having a job that I loved for 12 years to bouncing from job to job because I was drinking so much that I couldn't get to work on time, and slowly stopped seeing my kids and just isolated myself. Hitting rock bottom and just the alone all the time. I had just decided that the world would be a better place, and I was just, in my words, and I look back now and it's so harsh, I was just using resources that other people could use, like food and oxygen and the love of everyone around me. So I decided that I needed to go. So I planned to end my life after my daughter's graduation, and so took a bunch of sleeping pills and woke up a few days later, so mad that I was awake, and then having to deal with just how horrible I felt physically, not just emotionally. And I was getting up to get some more vodka and sleeping pills just to finish it. And I got a text from my daughter, and she told me, like, just for no reason, after not talking to me for weeks, "Mom, I love you." So I drove to the hospital, and I don't remember the next couple days, but then I woke up in a behavioral health unit and they sent me to Odyssey House. They said I could go there and get some therapy for a couple of weeks and then go home. And so I went to Odyssey. I figured I had nothing to lose when I was in Odyssey, so I did a lot of work on me. So I put everything out there. I'm like, I'm never going to see these people again. I have nothing to lose. So every weird, awful thought I would say and get some really great feedback from my peers and from my therapist. And so it was really great to just throw all the awful things I thought about myself out there and process them with other people. The therapeutic community has saved me. Through doing all that, I slowly regained my confidence. And being in the therapeutic community, you go up through levels. And as you go through the levels, you get more responsibilities. And I started to thrive as I moved up through the levels, but it wasn't just because I was there for longer or anything, is that I found myself again. I found that I can organize things and I can be productive and that I can help others and I can still give something to people. It's like every step I've done with Odyssey has been so beneficial by like just supporting me, like right there behind me, supporting me through becoming a person again. I would say that when you're ready, and no one can tell you when you're ready, you'll know. And it's not some huge moment where like lights come from the heavens. It's not this huge thing for me. It was very gradual and it was over time. But when you're ready, it's super scary, but just take that step. Ask for help. I don't think that my story is going to be 100% like everyone else's story, but there are pieces I've taken from other people's story that have given me hope or have spoken to me in a different way. And I just hope that mine can do that for someone. And if what you needed was to hear that you're worth it, you are, or that you can do it, you can.